All right, this is a big deal. NFL team owners have approved a new measure allowing some private equity firms to partially invest in their franchises. This move passed in a 31-1 vote on Tuesday. Who was the one holdout? It aims at giving a cash infusion to organizations. This new rule allows owners to sell up to a 10% stake in a team to private equity firms. Now, investors must purchase at least a 3% stake and hold onto it for a minimum of 6 years. The groups are also allowed to purchase a stake in as many as 6 teams. Let's bring in Miriam Gottfried now for more on this. She's a reporter at the Wall Street Journal covering private equity. I was just reading your article, prepping for this chat. So great to have you with us. First, just break it all down for us. I've given some of the big bullet points which you address in your article there. But what took so long to get here? What was the holdup?
Well, I would say that the NFL has probably, a distrust of private equity that many others in America share. There's sort of a stereotype of private equity coming into your company, firing the CEO, firing all the employees, and changing things around. And I think that was not something that the league wanted. So they were a little bit wary of introducing private equity influence. They also didn't necessarily need the money. This is one of the most profitable leagues. You don't have a lot of teams that are struggling. But I think they saw that a lot of other leagues were doing this, were allowing private equity to invest, and they thought, why not? This is a great source of capital for our owners.
Now, if you're a team like the Dallas Cowboys, which I think is the most valuable NFL team, you probably don't need this. Perhaps it has a bigger impact for smaller teams. But if you're a fan in general, what change might you see, if any?
I think the only change you might see is, let's say you're a fan of a team that needs a new stadium, and that team is looking for a way to finance a new stadium. I mean, the owners of these teams are billionaires. Their assets are worth a lot of money, but they might not have enough liquid assets to just go out and finance a new stadium. So they might say, oh, I'll sell a 10% stake to private equity, get that money, build a new stadium, refurbish the stadium I have, whatever their choice is. And that could affect fans. I don't think otherwise fans will really notice much, given the minority ownership, the lack of governance that these private equity firms are being offered.
And it's interesting because the NFL has been studying this for about 5 years, how to open up the doors to private equity. But even with these rules, they're not going as far as some other teams. The NBA, European Soccer League goes with how much they're allowing to open up. So why is it making this change only up to 10%? What's the benefit?
I mean, I think you can think of it as sort of a trial balloon. The NFL has some owners who want, more than 10%. They already think today that, private equity should be allowed to buy more than 10%. And it has some owners, as you saw from the vote, who don't want this at all. So this is sort of a test. And as you said, it's more restrictive than what other leagues are offering. But it's giving owners who have a lot of their wealth tied up in these teams a little bit of a chance at liquidity. And with the levels that they've set, with the pretty strict caps that they've set and restrictions that they've set, there isn't a big downside for these teams to sell a stake. I mean, they might not have a capital project. They might just have wealthy owners who would rather do something else with their money and not have 100% of their net worth tied up in these teams, and just would like to get a little bit of liquidity.
Oh, to have that amount of money. Well, Miriam Gottfried, great to chat with you about this. Folks should check out your article with the Wall Street Journal. Thanks for your time.